What is good, good people? You are now listening to another episode of Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth. I am your humble narrator, Danny Foxworth, and once again, we're joined by an extremely special guest. You know her around Chucktown. I mean, she's got the hands that are super gifted. I mean, you see her artwork all around town. You know her, you love her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mandy B, aka Bebe Brixx, in the building. How are you this evening?
Hi, I am fine.
Good.
How are you?
Doing great. Glad to have you on tonight. So, first
Thank
off,
you. Thank
I
you
want
for
to
having
talk
me.
about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. First, I want to know what it was like for young Mandy growing up in the Chuck.
Um, Fun but hard. Yeah, I lived a rough life. Grew up in the city. Those who from the city know what rough is. So
All right. So, what was it that drew you to becoming an artist?
So I always had like a love for art. I always did art in school, everything. I was that girl who you pay to do graffiti and stuff like that, painting up under the bridge and around those things. And then I was in a line of field that I did not like, working in a lab, and then COVID hit. So I lost my job and I went on this whole 7-day water fast to figure out what's next in life. And at the end of the fast, this happened, and then it just turned into something I couldn't even imagine. And I just been staying consistent with it since then. So we've like 7 years in, but I've been selling art since COVID.
Oh, nice. So, at what age did you know that you had a serious talent for art?
Since I was in school, when anything I did in art class never got to go home to my mom because the school kept it.
Got you. So, do you remember
And
the
I've
first piece?
always made like this, huh?
I said, do you remember the first piece that you sold?
I do.
What piece was that?
Uh, it was 4 pieces sold together. It was a paid in full piece, a Black is Beautiful piece, uh, uh, I think it was like this money talk bullshit walks piece I did. They were terrible. But he's still a collector. He still buys a lot of art. So
Nice. So,
yeah.
who were your biggest art influences and inspirations?
Truthfully, I don't have anybody. My struggle is my biggest inspiration. My motherhood, my life is my biggest motivation. I sometimes don't go as deep as other artists because it's pretty much sometimes surface because I'm a hustler. So I look at it like I'm a painter who hustled that turned into an artist.
Got you. So, the Money Man Art Exhibition. I remember. I think the first time I found you on
Yeah.
IG. That was the first thing. That's the thing that really drew me into your page was the Money Man Art. So, what was the process in going about creating that theme?
That's my baby. Oh, I birthed that man. So with the Money Man art, truthfully, how that happened was I was trying to get something from someone and I didn't want to pay full price. And he's just so stingy, so stingy. And I was like, you was just, he's, that moment with him sparked the idea, but working with it and going through it and sleeping on it is what created it. So that's what did that. And then it just turned into this character that I just kept remaking and trying to add like different things to it because it's so much surrounding that, and money is the motive to a lot of things and a lot of people. And that's how he was birthed. And the collection sold. Every time I make one, it sells immediately. Is probably about like 15 paintings out there among 3 people.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
everybody loves the money.
yeah, including myself, man. I love those pieces. I was so drawn to them. The opening up the empty canvas. It's a gallery slash event center. So
Okay.
how did you what was your what was the brainchild behind empty canvas?
Okay, so I just want to put this out there. I do not own the empty canvas. I'm just the first person to do an event space in there.
Okay.
And then I work very well with the guy who actually owns it. Mr. McCormick actually owns the empty canvas, not me. I just was the first person to throw an event in there, and just an event to set the standards of what type of events he wanted to curate in his space. So I I think people took it as in that because I've been helping people rent the space out and stuff like that because I enjoy the space and I want to bring more art to North Charleston. And I'm passionate about doing art classes with kids and working with the community. So he just provided a space for me to do that in, but it is not my space. It belongs to Mr. McCormick. And I just love the space. So that's how I ended up in there. And I did the 3-day art event, which was his grand opening for the space and so it just benefited both of us.
Nice, nice. And the first and going in there the first time for your exhibition, that was the first time that I got to see your beautiful art in person. And I was so just drawn in to the beauty of the art. I honestly I could have camped out there and just stared at your paintings because like the Basquiat one behind you, the Young Dolph one. I love the Hendrix one. I mean, it was just so
Oh,
many
yeah.
great pieces. And I love how you situated everything in like on the walls and in the different corners of the room, like with the rotary dial phone. That was just, I loved just the nostalgic touch of that. I dug that a great deal.
Thank Thank you. Thank you. I travel a lot and I lived a lot of places. So from my previous life before this, I've experienced a lot of things and I just was trying to create that feel and bring it to Charleston and just set this standard. And we're gonna move forward with that standard.
Uh,
It stopped, but I guess it's back on.
okay, just keep talking.
Oh yeah, so basically just setting the standards for other artists and just bringing something new because I feel like a lot of us in the city travel, but they don't really get to experience what goes on in the city. We experience a lot of tourist stuff. We just want to go to the club. But if you actually go to LA, Atlanta, Miami, New York, the underground art scene, you actually go to like the underground art shows in these bigger cities, they're amazing. The artists are amazing. It's inspiring. It provokes like a lot of emotion, which it should. And I wanted to bring some of that there. And I have a couple of events coming up. So February 10th at the Empty Canvas, I have the bucket hat paint and sit. So tickets are on sale, and that's where like everybody get their own bucket hats and they get to paint it. Cause like during my 3-day event, I was actually supposed to design these and sell them for like merch, but I let like the kids do this one and the adults do this one, and it was just like so much fun. I'm like, man, I have to run it back, and everybody gotta get their own hat and paint their own hat and stuff like that. So we have that coming up on the 10th, and then the first week of March, we have the erotic painting set with the mop, the nude model. It's for everybody, but I'm trying to gear it more towards couples to create a sexy, intimate, classy atmosphere. And then March 15th and March 16th, I'm having my first like fine art exhibit. No installations, but I'm doing Faces of Charleston. And if you follow me on Instagram, you see like the process I've been taking with certain art and just capturing like that feel of Charleston and the Faces of Charleston, like the people who make palmetto roses, palmetto baskets, um, just the elders, and recreating the sugar shack from our night scene. So in the next 20 years or 5 or 10, people can look back and be like, oh, that's how the club looked in 2024.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. I can't wait to see the finished product with the Sugar Shack for sure. Um, also discovered that you are a Red Sox fan. So
For Boston, I like the Patriots. I like well, I'm actually I like live sports. I really do. But I am a fan of whoever can I curse or no? How to say? I'm a fan of whoever I deal with at the moment, whoever team he is, I'm a fan of that team.
okay. Yeah, because
So
that's
I'm not really a Boston fan. He was, and I
oh, got you. So I did see that you took a trip to Fenway Park. What was that like for you?
amazing. I absolutely love Boston. I love the whole like New England area. Like I've been traveling back and forth to Boston and Portland, Maine, and like New Hampshire and places in between like that. And I really like it out there. Like I like the Fenway Park reminds me a lot about Charleston. Like we went through so much with the Charleston Strong, and it's like a up north little Charleston, and I love Charleston so much. Like the people here are so friendly, and they love their city like how we love our city, and they just come together, and it just feels good. Like the energy feels great.
So when did you move to Charleston?
I am from downtown. I am from Charleston,
Oh,
originally born and raised in Charleston. I moved to New York around 1920. I moved back from New York at the age of 25, 26. And then I lived in between other places like Atlanta, Charlotte, Florida, and shit, like small residencies and stuff
okay.
until motherhood locked me down.
Understood. So now we're going to get into the 5 question segment. So the first and last question are the same question that I ask every guest I have on here. Questions 2 through 4 are 100% random. So question number 1, what were Mandy's go-to school lunch items?
Um, Green.
Hey, good, fair
Green
enough.
and
Fair enough.
green and apples.
Love it. Question number 2, what's one thing that you feel social media needs less of?
um, One thing I think social media needs less of is hate, hatred, misery. Like there's so many beautiful people, so many people doing things, so many people just showing what they have going on. And I hate when people pick at other people and tear them apart for no reason. And I hate seeing it. So I don't even read comments because it's just so negative. I just hate the negative aspect of social media.
Yeah, smart move not reading the comments. Question number 3, what's a place that's no longer in Chucktown that you wished would come back?
So there's this spot called Ernie's that used to be on Spring Street, and it had the best okra soup in the world. Like I miss their food so much. I like their lima beans and rice, best food. I wish they would come back. I wish we would have more soul food, honestly, versus Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, I hear you. I miss another spot that was like that was a Alouette's Cafe. Used to be on Reed Street.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that place too. I
Yep.
used to go there every Saturday to get my fish stew.
Oh yeah. Listen, there was a lot of little soul food places in between downtown, and then like it just boom, and now there's nothing no more. And no shade to Hannibal's, but Hannibal's is not Hannibal's 10 years ago.
Yeah. And now every time I
So
drive by
yeah,
where Alouette's used to be and I see it's a damn hotel now and I just get sad.
mm-hmm. Dave's too, like Dave's Seafood and Martha's, and like it's just the soul food is not like I don't know, but I do miss Ernie's okra soup. I do miss Ernie's restaurant on Spring.
Question number 4. What's your morning routine like?
My morning routine is the alarm goes off at 5:30. The kids get ready, the kids go off to school. I run, I work out, and then emails and then painting, and that's my morning routine. And then nap time.
Hey, naps are crucial. Naps are key.
Yes,
That's always
yes.
say sleep is my favorite snack.
Oh yeah. I like that.
And last question. What's the last thing that really made you laugh?
So I have somebody in my life, and they always make me laugh. Like I cannot not laugh when I'm around them. It'd be the dumbest stuff, but they bring a lot of laughter to my day. Like I feel good at the end of the day because I know if I talk to them, I'm gonna laugh so hard. And I feel like it's crucial and important that everybody laugh at least hard at least once a day. Because what's ending a day and not laughing? Where's the joy? You ain't gotta be happy all day, but we gotta have like some moment where there's some spark of enjoyment.
I could not agree more. World needs more laughter, hard laughter. Like you said, I love how
Listen,
that you were specific about it.
listen, I'm like a D's nut type of joke. I'm like the worst dad joke type of mom. So I'm always in everybody's face. The white around your mouth, D's nuts. I get on everybody's nerves. So it's contagious.
100% agree. So, where can the people find you on social media?
So my social media handle for Instagram is Bebe Brixx, and Facebook is Mandy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Twitter, I don't really be active on Twitter, but if y'all want to follow me, Bebe Brixx on Twitter, BeBeBrixx. And I'm not sure when this interview will drop, but by the morning, my website will be launched, and it's called www.artontikistreet.com, which is where you'll be able to find all my art, all my merch, and some new things that I have coming. And I am basically in the process of changing my name from Bebe Brixx to going by my government, which is Mandy Bennett, and getting rid of the Brixxy art, which people know so long, and turning Brixxy art into art on Tiki, Tikki Street.com.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing that webpage come back up. Went to Brixxy Art and I saw it wasn't there. I was like, oh, but I love that you're making a return. And
Yeah, it's time to rebrand, and like a lot of people don't know where the bricks come from, but it's time to part with the name. It should have been parted with it, so it's just rebranding. The art that I've been doing, I love that people love it, but I'm now stepping into like fine art and getting into a different range of art to show like my ability and what I'm capable of doing. And so I'm just I cannot not stop being sexy. I can't help that. But I want to get that model rub off of me, and the name Bebe Brixx 10 from that. So I'm trying to become more professional and be treated professional and taken serious like a professional.
understood. Change is good. I can dig it. So once again, thank you for being a guest on here. I really enjoyed hearing you share your story and how you got into doing art. Had a great time.
Thank you for having me. And
Absolutely.
shout out to Sheldon for putting the interview kind of together.
My man Shelton Starr. I got to get him on the pod too.
Yes, you do. My Geechee cousin is the best.
Yeah, he's super good people. So now I want to say thank y'all for listening to Since We Last Spoke. Make sure you like, download, and subscribe to Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth. Make sure you follow my YouTube page. I'm at Danny Foxworth 843. You can find all of the video episodes of all of my podcasts, for both podcasts, I should say, for Since We Last Spoke, and also my baseball podcast, At the Plate with Danny Foxworth. And for Mandy and myself, this has been another episode of Since We Last Spoke. And until next time, y'all be good. Peace.
Bye.